Yes, I'm live now. Welcome once again to another new video. This is Santu Sahu and you are watching Sahu's tutorial. And this YouTube video I'll be covering 50 important MCQ question on English literature for the upcoming UGC English literature exam. This is a kind of quick mock test. So do join and let me know if everything is okay. So here I am again with a mock test for the upcoming UGC English literature exam. Do join and let me know if everything is okay and if I am audible and visible to all of you, and if the PPT is also visible to all of you. Here I am again the mock test series for the upcoming UGC English literature. Do join and let me know if everything is okay. If everything is okay, and please do join the Telegram channel, that is Santu Sahu UGC Net, and you will get the PDF and daily updates regarding the class. Mock test on English literature. Mock test. This is a kind of mock test on English literature for the upcoming UGC English literature exam. 50 important questions will be discussed here. A kind of quick mock test this. So do join and let me know if everything is okay. Here I am again with a mock test. Yeah. So and here is your first question on your screen. Without wasting your time, let's begin the sessions. Let's begin the session. And the first question is here on your screen. The first question you see that if the following is not a critical study of William Emerson, which of the following is not a critical study of William Emerson? To join and let me know if the PPT is visible and if I am audible and visible to all of you. I think everything is okay. I think everything is okay. The first question is on your screen. Yeah, someone is watching here. Okay. So, the following is not a critical study of study by William Emerson. Seven types of ambiguity that came in 1930. So this is one of the finest works of William Emerson. Okay, and he was actually a new critic. Okay, new critic. So new critic. And Milton Scott is another important work also written by William Emerson. Some versions of the Pastoral are also written by William Emerson. So William Emerson has written there's seven versions, some versions of the Pastorals, Milton Scott, and seven types of ambiguity. And the Dyer's Hand is the right answer, which is not a critical study. It's the Dyer's Hand that was not written by William Emerson. Rather, it was written by W. Auden. So it was written by W. Auden has written this work, Dyer's Hand, which is actually a collection of essays. It is actually a collection of essays. Okay. It is actually a collection of essays. Okay, collection of essays. So the Dyer's Hand is actually a work by W. Auden. It's a collection of essays and seven types of ambiguity. Milton Scott, some versions of the Pastoral, which are the important works by the new critic called William Emerson. And here seven types of ambiguity came in 1930. And William Emerson is called as critic of genius. Critic of genius. Okay, critic of genius. It's called as critic of genius. Okay, by whom? By Frank Kermode. By Frank Kermode. Okay. Frank Kermode has said in that MOD, that critique of genius. So these are the things you need to know. Okay. Now moving on to question number. Sorry, here is the explanation. You see the Dyer's Hand is actually Dyer's Hand and other essay. Collection of essays and lectures by W. Auden. Okay. Now moving on to question number 2 here. Defined the semiotic. Who defined the semiotic, which he would sometimes spell as semiotic. Semiotic. Okay. Now here see the who defined the semiotic, which he would sometimes spell as semiotic. Okay, and the quasi-necessary or formal doctrine of science, which abstracts what must be the characters of all science used by an intelligent capable of learning by experience. Who defined semiotic as quasi-necessary or formal doctrine of science? And your options are Charles and Spears, Ferdinand Saussure, Chomsky, and J.A.G. Austin. So it was the right answer should be Charles Sanders Peirce. Okay, Charles Sanders Peirce actually has defined semiotic as the quasi-necessary or formal doctrine of science. Charles Sanders Peirce is the right answer. Okay. SAG is saying Saussure. SAG it is actually A. SAG it is actually A. It is actually Charles Sanders Peirce. Okay, got it? Okay. Now moving on to question number 3 here. Moving on to question number 3 here. Prague Circle was disbanded. Prague Linguistic Circle was disbanded in which year? 1952, 1934, 1966, 1957. So in which year Prague Circle was disbanded? Okay. in which year Prague Circle was disbanded. Okay, it's a quick mock test. Okay, it's a quick master. It's a quick mock test. Okay, we'll be doing fast. We'll be doing fast. Okay. Prague Circle was disbanded, okay, in 1952, 1934, 1966, 1957. So it was actually disbanded in in 1952. In 1952, okay. Right on this fact, that Prague Circle was actually disbanded, okay, in 1952. So here A would be the right answer, and you look here the explanation here. The circle, that is Prague linguistic circles, activities were interrupted. The Prague linguistic circles activities were interrupted by the German occupation of Czechoslovakia in 1939, and the circle finally disbanded in 1952 following the communist coup of 1948. So finally it was disbanded in 1952. It is the Prague linguistic circle that was disbanded in 1952. Okay. Now moving on to question number 4. Okay. That is the important character Minna Corde. Here is the important character Minna Corde, the most independent and high-power women character of Saul Bellow's novels, occurs in his novel. So Minna Corde is actually a most independent and high-powered women character of Bellow, Saul Bellow's novel. Okay, occurs in which novel of the following? So the victim, dazzling man, Herzog, Dean's December. These are the important works written by Saul Bellows. Now here the character Minna Corde, who is the most independent and high-powered woman. That character appeared in which novel? That character appeared in which novel? Okay. So here the right answer would be the Dean's December. The Dean's December. Okay. In this novel, the Dean's December. Okay. Minna Corde is an independent, so here appears. Dean's December is the right answer of Saul Bellow. Okay. And you see, question number 5 is on your screen here. Which is Saul Bellow's first novel written in the diary form? So yesterday I had discussed this question. Which is Saul Bellow's first novel written in the diary form? Dazzling Man, Hearts of the Dean's December, The Adventures of Arguments. Another important work by Saul Bellow is The Adventures of Arguments. Now what would be the right answer here? In the diary form. In the diary form. Yesterday I had discussed actually which is Saul Bellow's, okay, first novel written in diary form. Yesterday in the discussion, in the session I had discussed this question actually. Dazzling Man, Hearts of the Dean's December, The Adventures of Augie March. Yesterday I had discussed these questions. Which is Saul Bellow's first novel written in the diary form? The diary form, it is actually Dazzling Man. Okay, Dazzling Man is in the diary form. A is the answer. A is the answer, and look at the explanation here that written in diary format, it's Dancing Man. The story centers on the life of an unemployed young man named Joseph. Okay, and his relationship with his wife and friends, and his frustrations with living in Chicago and waiting to be drafted. Okay, his diary serves as a philosophical confessional for his musings, and it ends with his entrance into the army during World War II and a hope that the regimentation army life will revive his suffering. Along with Bellow's second novel, The Victim, it is considered as apprentice one. So the another work, that is The Victim, is also known as considered as an apprentice. Which one? That is Dazzling Man. Dazzling Man and The Victim are considered as his apprentice one. Which of the following poets wrote a poem with beginning lines such: how vainly men themselves amage to win the palm, the over page. So these are the opening lines of a poet's poem. Okay, which of the following poets wrote a poem with beginning lines as: how vainly men themselves amage to win the palm, the over page. Andrew Marvell, Henry Vaughan, Richard Cranshaw, George Herbert, all are metaphysical poets. So now, what will be the answer here? What would be the answer of question number 6 here? So here it is Andrew Marvell. It is Andrew Marvell. It is Andrew Marvell's poem, The Garden. Andrew Marvell's poem, The Garden. Okay. The Garden begins with these lines: the how mainly men themselves amage to win the palm and the over base. So Garden is the name of the poem, and the poem begins with these lines by Andrew Marvell. And here is the poem. You can see that the Garden is the novel. Garden is the poem by Andrew Marvell. How vainly men themselves amage to win the palm, the over base, and their incessant labor see crowned from some a single arbor tree. So this is a poem, okay, that begins with the famous lines. Okay. Now, which novel of Graham Greene? Yeah, it's a pastoral, exactly. Yeah. Hmm. Got it said. Yeah. Which novel? Yeah. Which novel of Graham Greene? Which novel of Graham Greene deals with the persecution of Catholics? Okay. persecution of Catholics in Mexico. Graham Greene concept deals with the persecution of Catholics in Mexico. Now your options are the end of the affair, the comedians, the power and the glory. Okay, the travels with my aunt. Travels with my aunt. Graham Greene deals with persecution of Catholics in Mexico. Which novel of Graham Greene we find the killing of the persecution of of Catholics in Mexico. The end of the affair, the comedians, and the power and the glory, and you have travels with my aunt. What is the answer here? Question number 7. We'll be covering 50 important questions. We'll be covering 50 important questions. Okay. Okay. Which novel of Graham Greene deals with the present? It is actually the power, the famous one, the most famous one, the most famous one, the most famous one. That the power and the glory. It is actually the power and the glory. Okay. Catholics in Mexico is the power. This is the most famous one, the power and the glory by Graham Greene. Okay. Okay. C is the right answer. And you will see here, Graham Greene is the power and the glory. The story of a fugitive whiskey priest. Story of a whiskey priest. Okay, whiskey priest. Yeah, whiskey priest in 1930s Mexico. Short this pathos-laden novel about religious persecution after the Mexican Revolution. So, try to understand the whiskey priest. Okay, so Graham Greene's The Power and the Glory, 1940s. So the story of whiskey priest. Okay, in 1930s Mexico is a short pathos-laden novel about religious persecution after the Mexican Revolution, and the Catholic Church at the time was under attack for its considerable wealth and social control. So it is The Power and the Glory, the most famous one by Graham Greene, and it came in 1940. It came in 1940. Whiskey priest. Okay. Now moving on to question number 8 here. Subjection of women. Subjection of women is an important text of George Eliot, Byron, John Stuart Mill, and Hardy. Another important work is actually on liberty. On liberty. He had also written, okay, on liberty. Now tell me who has written the subjection of women that came in 1869. Okay, the subjection of women, 1869 is an important text of George Eliot, Byron, John Stuart Mill, and Hardy. He had also written on liberty. I have given a clue that on liberty was also written by him. Okay, now who is the right answer here? This question, so earlier I have discussed subjection of women. Subjection of women in 1869 is an important text of Eliot, Byron, John Stuart Mill, Hardy. He had also written on liberty. So I have already given a clue here. Who has written here? Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. John Stuart Mill. John Stuart Mill has written Subjection of Women and On Liberty. That is fantastic. So here C is the right answer. Moving on to question number 9 here. Moving on to question number 9 here. Which of the following metaphysical poets wrote a poem titled Easter Wings? A poem titled Easter Wings. Henry Vaughan, Robert Herrick, George Herbert, John Donne. इसमें से कौन सा metaphysical poets has written, okay, Easter Wings? Okay. The following metaphysical poets wrote a poem titled Easter Wings. What would be the answer here? किसने लिखा है? It's actually, I am giving a clue here. It's actually part of temple. It's a part of temple. Temple is actually a collection of poems. Okay, so it's a part of temple. This is the clue. This is the clue. Now you can answer it. Now you can answer it. So it's a part of a temple. Now you can answer it. Okay. So what would be the answer here? What would be the answer? Here the following metaphysical poets wrote a poem titled Easter Wings. What would be the answer here? Temple has written. Okay, it's a part of temple. Okay, temple was written by George Herbert. Okay, George Herbert. And within that temple collection of poems, there is the Easter Wings. Okay, C is the right answer. C is the right answer. Okay, now moving on to question number 10 here. Moving on to question, the explanation of Easter Wings is actually a poem by George Herbert. It is published in its posthumous collection. So it is posthumous collection. The temple was published, okay, after death, after his death. Okay. So temple that came in 1633. So it's a part of the posthumous collection, the temple. Okay, so Easter Wings. Okay. Now Wilkie Collins, a mystery novel, The Women in White. The Women in White was inspired by a British detective interviews, French book, real life incident, Scottish folklore. Okay. Wilkie Collins mystery novel, The Women in White. You understand that is okay. The Women in White was inspired by a British detective's interview, French book, real life incident, and Scottish folklore. So here it is actually a French book. Okay, it It is actually a French book. So French book is the right answer here. Wilkie Collins' novel, the Women in White, was inspired by a French book. And here is the explanation that you see. The Women in White by Wilkie Collins, fifth published novel. Yeah, here he is saying, yeah, see, real life, this is the French book. The French book. Yeah, see, Wilkie Collins found the inspiration for the Women in White from a French book entitled Recall des Causes Célèbres. So this is the explanation here. The Women in White in Wilkie Collins' fifth published novel, written in 1859 and set from 1849 to 1850. It is a mystery novel, falls under the genre of sensation novels. So it's the Women in White is a sensation novels, falls under the genre of sensation novels. The story can be seen as an early example of detective fiction. Detective fiction protagonists are Walter Hartright. So the Women in White, the protagonist is Walter Hartright, employing many of the stealthy techniques of later private detectives. Okay, and is found the inspiration for the Women in White from a French book entitled Recall des Causes Célèbres. Okay, this is very easy question. The line "It dwells with beauty that must die, that must be" occurs in Keats' Lamia, Odysseus, and Melancholy and Endymion. It's an easy question. So the lines dwells with beauty that must be occurs in its which way. To answer, it's a quick, fast, rapid fire question. So this is a rapid fire question season. Okay. Do answer in the comment box. Do answer in the comment box. This is a very easy question. Okay. It's a very easy question. Yeah, it is ode on melancholy, fantastic sign. It is ode on melancholy. Okay, moving on to question number 12. Moving on to question number 12. Who said? Kisne bola? That is important. Yeah, exactly. Got it. Shakespeare has only heroines and no heroes. Shakespeare has only heroines and no heroes. Who said this? Okay. Kisne bola tha? Shakespeare has only heroines and no heroes. Shakespeare has only heroines and no heroes. Arnold Johnson, Eliot Ruskin, John Ruskin. Okay. Now, who said Shakespeare has only heroines and no heroes? Matthew Arnold, Samuel Johnson, Thomas Stan Eliot, and John Ruskin. किसने बोला था? किसने बोला था? I'm giving a clue. I'm giving a clue. Okay. He has coined pathetic fallacy. He has coined pathetic fallacy in modern painters. He has coined the phrase. Okay. Pathetic fallacy in modern painters. Okay. Now, what would be the right answer here? Now, what would be the right answer here? He has coined. Okay. Pathetic fallacy. Pathetic fallacy. Pathetic fallacy. Okay. Pathetic. I'm giving a clue here. Pathetic fallacy. No. Pathetic fallacy was coined by him in modern painters. In modern painters. Now tell me. Now tell me. What would be the right answer here? Okay. Express only heroines and no heroes. Now tell me, I've given the clue. Patrick Fallacy was coined by him and in this book of modern painters. Now who wrote modern painters? It is John Ruskin. Yeah, exactly. Swati is saying John Ruskin. John Ruskin. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Swati and Sai. Absolutely fantastic. Shakespeare has only heroines and no heroes. It is John Ruskin. Now moving on to question number 13. Sorry, here is the explanation. You see, John Ruskin. I don't understand this. That Shakespeare, John Ruskin. Exactly. Yeah, so I got it. John Ruskin. John Ruskin says Shakespeare in his comedies has only heroines and no heroes. Okay, John Ruskin says Shakespeare in his comedies has only heroines and no heroes. The paper counter argues this treatment by decentering the heroes from the center and brings the heroines in the main light. Othello is one of the greatest tragedies Shakespeare written in 1623. Okay, here you see, but Johnson elaborates about Shakespeare's characters by saying that Shakespeare has no heroes. His scenes are occupied by men. But who said? So it is Johnson. Samuel Johnson has said that Shakespeare has no heroes. His scenes are occupied by men. This was spoken by Samuel Johnson. Whereas John Ruskin is saying that Shakespeare in his comedies has only heroines and no heroes. Okay. And Shakespeare, this is why Johnson answered by John Ruskin. Okay. Next question. In Paradise Lost, this question earlier I have discussed. In Paradise Lost, book 9, this is a previous year question. PYQ. Okay, so in of the Senate, so in Paradise Lost book 9, Milton writes that Adam was overcome with death and so ate the forbidden fruit against his better knowledge. Female some exceeding love, faithful love, taste so divine. What would be the answer here? Okay. Do first. Okay. After finishing this, okay, I will be I'll be in the evening probably. Okay, taking another live class. Okay. Mega mock test on CUTPG. Mega mock test on CUTPG. mega test. Okay, so here Paradise Lost, which actually yesterday I had discussed this question. Yesterday I had discussed this question. Okay, in Paradise Lost, there's actually female charm. Female charm. Okay, female charm would be the right answer here. Okay, in Paradise Lost book 11, book 9, book Kusku is saying exactly. Yeah. So it is actually Milton writes that Adam was overcome with female charm and so ate the forbidden fruit against his better knowledge. It's the female charm. It's a previous year question. So okay, series okay. Which Australian poet wrote the collection The Sunlit Zone? Which Australian poet wrote the collection of The Sunlit Zone? Les Murray, Robert Adamson, Ben Hardwood, Judith Beveridge. Okay. It's given in the quiz. It's given in the quiz section. Okay. It's given in the quiz section. Okay. Which Australian poet, okay, wrote the collection The Sunlit Zone? Les Murray, Robert Adamson, or Judith Beveridge? What would be the right answer here? And good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon to everyone here. Which Australian poet wrote the collection The Sunlit Zone? It is actually Les Murray. Okay? Les Murray has written that is The Sunlit Zone. Okay. Moving on to question number 15. Moving on to question number 15. This is a piece of many times I have discussed this question. Okay. Who translated his own theatre company Shatabdi as the third theatre group? Karnad, Tendulkar, Maistani, Badal Sarkar. Many times I have discussed these questions. Okay. Now moving on to question number 15 here. Do answer in the comment box. Who translated his own theatre company Shatabdi into third theatre? Do answer in the comment box here. So it is actually Badal Sarkar. It is Badal Sarkar. It is Badal Sarkar. Okay. This Badal Sarkar has translated, okay, his own theatre company Shatabdi into third theatre group. This is Badal Sarkar. D is the right answer. Now moving on to question number 16 here. The following phrases from Shakespeare have become titles of famous works. Okay. Identify the correctly matched clue. Pale fire, the sound on the free, Rosenkan and Guildenstern, under the green tree of cakes and ale. So you see, pale fire is pale fire, that is the Vladimir Nabokov. Okay? Pale fire you have Vladimir Nabokov. Then you have pale fire Vladimir Nabokov. Sound on the free, that is you have William Faulkner. Okay? Rosenkan and Guildenstern, that is you have Tom Stoppard. And under the green tree we have Thomas Hardy. And of cakes and ale, that is you have William Somerset Maugham. So ऐसे होगा. चलो next question. Which Australian author wrote the book The Secret River? The Secret River किसने लिखा है? The Secret River. Which Australian author wrote the book The Secret River? Tim Winton, Peter Carey, Kate Grenville, Colin McCullough. किसने लिखा है? The Secret River was actually written by Kate Grenville. Kate Grenville has written The Secret River. Kate Grenville has written The Secret River. Now moving on to question number 18 here. Every demon carries within him, unknown to himself, a tiny seed of self-destruction and goes up in thin air at the most unexpected moment. Okay. Which of Arkinarant's characters above the statement applies? Okay. Every demon carries within him, unknown to himself, a tiny seed of self-destruction and goes up in thin air at the most unexpected moment. To which of Arkinarant's characters statements applies? Okay. Raju, Jagan, Vashu of Malgudi, or the Marge of the financial expert. So it is actually Vasu, the Vasmasur myth. The Vasmasur myth appears in the Mandate of Malgudi by Arkaran. Vasu is the right answer. C is the right answer here. Moving to question 19 here. Who is the author of the novel Cloud Street? Tim Winton, Peter Carey, David Mello, Patrick White. Who is the author of the novel Cloud Street? Cloud Street किसने लिखा है? Cloud Street किसने लिखा है? चलो, who has written? Who has written Cloud Street? Yeah. So it is Tim Winton. Tim Winton has written. Okay, Cloud Street. Okay, A is the right answer here. What did Henry James describe loose baggy monsters? Novel, The Spaniards, Equipments, and his trousers. Henry James described describes novels. Henry James described novels as loose baggy monsters. So the novels is the right answer here. What did Henry James describe as loose baggy monster? It is the novels. Okay. Next question. Okay. With whom Eyre rejects one of the prominent of that is you have in criticism. Okay. Eyre rejects wrote meaning of meaning. So this is meaning of meaning was written in collaboration with whom? C.K. Ogden, J.E. Springran, I. Richards, W.E.B. Du Bois. So it is actually C.K. Ogden. So meaning of meaning by was written by I. Richards and C.K. Ogden. So A is the right answer. C.K. Ogden and I. Richards had written collaboratively meaning of meaning with. Now, what is the subtitle of practical criticism? Practical criticism subtitle क्या है? A study in literary judgment, a study of literary judgment, study in literary judgment, study of literary judgment. What is the subtitle of practical criticism written by I. Richards? I. Richards has written practical criticism, and its subtitle is actually a study in literary judgment. A study in literary judgment is the answer here. That was written by I. Richards. Its subtitle practical criticism. Subtitle is a study in literary judgment. Okay. The practice of leaving a sound out when you say a word or a group of words. For example, when you say it quickly in ordinary conversation is known as the practice of leaving a sound out. Leaving a sound out when you say a word or group of words. Leaving a sound, that is elision, backing, gapping, all that. Elision means deletion. Okay, elision means deletion. That is the known as deletion. So it is the elision. The practice of leaving a sound and out when you say, that is the deletion or elision. So A is the right answer here. Constant grammar is a methodological. Constant grammar is a methodological paradigm for natural natural language processing, that is NLP. NLP. Who launched this? Who launched NLP? Okay. Constant grammar is a methodological paradigm for natural language processing. Okay. Who launched it? Carlson, Norman Finkelstein, Aviva Chomsky, Fernandez. So constant grammar, that is natural language processing, but here launched by Fred Carlson. A is the right answer here. And there is any custom or tradition, usually choice of phrasing or even a single word that distinguishes one group of people from the another. Distinguishes one group of people from another. Then custom or tradition, usually choice of phrasing or even a single word that is distinguishing, differentiating one group of people from another. It is Sibloth, accident, occurrence, placing. It is Sibloth. It is Sibloth. So A is the right answer here. Sibloth is the main custom or tradition, usually choice of phrasing or even a single word that distinguishes one group of people from another. That is Sibloth. Now, question 26 here. Said in 1941, the story is about how she is consistently regarded as ugly due to her mannerisms and dark skin. As a result, she develops an inferiority complex which fuels her desire for the blue eye she equates with whiteness. Name the novel. Said in 1941, the story is about how she is constantly regarded as ugly due to her mannerisms and dark skin. As a result, she is now equating herself, develops an inferiority complex which fuels her desire for the bluest eyes she equates with whiteness. Name the novel. The Bluest Eyes, Sula, Song of Solomon, Beloved. So it is actually Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eyes. Toni Morrison's okay. Toni Morrison's okay. The Bluest Eyes. A is the right answer. Next question here. Zora Neale Hurston wrote a play called Mulebone. Mulebone is a famous play by Zora Neale Hurston, and its subtitle is a comedy of negritude. Comedy of negritude in collaboration with which writer? Langston Hughes, Toni Morrison's Amelie Baraka, Alice Walker. So here you see the play called Mulebone was written by Zora Neale Hurston, and it was in collaboration written with Langston Hughes. So Langston Hughes is the answer here. Mulebone, a comedy of negritude, written by Langston Hughes and Zora Neale Hurston. Mulebone and its subtitle is a comedy of negritude. Okay. Black Boy. Now, Black Boy is a memoir by American author that detailing his upbringing. He's also written The Outsider. Who is the author? Black Boy is a memoir. Black Boy is a memoir by American author that detailing his upbringing. He has also written The Outsider. Now, Richard Wright, Ralph Waldo Edison, James Baldwin, Amelie Baraka. So, who has written The Black Boy? Who has written The Black Boy? What would be the answer? It is actually Richard Wright. Here, Richard Wright has written the memoir Black Boy. Okay, he has also written The Outsider. So here A is the right answer. Next question. So, Quicksand is a novel. Quicksand is a novel by American author. Who is the author? James Baldwin, Amelie Baraka, Paul Laurence Dunbar, Nella Larson. Who has written Quicksand? So it is Nella Larson has written. Okay, Quicksand, a novel written by American author, has Nella Larson. Next, Desdemona is a play. Desdemona is a play टॉनी मॉरिसन, जेरोनिम हडसन, एमिली बरका, लैंगस्टन। किसने लिखा है डेस्टिमोनी? The play Desdemona was written by Toni Morrison. Toni Morrison has written the play Desdemona. Okay. Now next question: Who has written the novel 3 days before shooting? 3 days before shooting. Elysian, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Richard Wright, James Baldwin, and Negan. किसने लिखा है? 3 days before shooting. 3 days before shooting किसने लिखा है? Who has written? Who has written 3 days before shooting? A novel. It is Ralph Waldo Emerson. Ralph Waldo Emerson has written 3 days before the 3 days before shooting. Okay. The author of the Surrealist Manifesto is Tristan Zara, Michael de Almeo, George Trekkel, and Andrew Breton. Surrealist Manifesto किसने लिखा है? Surrealist Manifesto किसने लिखा है? Who wrote Surrealist Manifesto? It is Andrew Breton. It's Andrew Breton. Andrew Breton has written Surrealist Manifesto. Surrealist Manifesto has been written by Andrew Breton. Moving on to question 33 here. The author of the Book of Laughter and Forgetting. Book of Laughter and Forgetting is Chinua Achebe, Milan Kundera, Salman Rushdie, Amitabh Ghosh. Who has written this question? The Book of Laughter and Forgetting. It is actually Milan Kundera. Milan Kundera has written the Book of Laughter and Forgetting. B is the answer here. Now moving on to question 34 here. Match the items list 1 with list 2. Okay. Now list 1: Shakespeare, Homer, Dostoevsky, Schiller, Andrew May, Hotspur, Mary Stuart, and Raskolnikov. Okay. Now you see Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. We find the character famous character Raskolnikov. Okay. In Homer we find the that is Andrew May. Okay. In Homer's, okay, Andrew May, Shakespeare's Hotspur, and in Schiller we find Mary Stuart. So this is how that is matched. Okay. Now moving on to question number 35. Consider hegemony. Consider hegemony as a sophisticated tool for cultural analysis was developed by Gramsci, Theodore Adorno, Herbert Marcuse, Raymond Williams. Who actually the concept of hegemony as a sophisticated tool for cultural analysis was developed by who? It is by Antonio Gramsci. It is by Antonio Gramsci who has actually developed the concept of hegemony. So Antonio Gramsci is the right answer. Now moving on to question number 36. On the term gynocritics with Butler, Ellen Walter, Guy, Ellen Success. Who has coined the term the gynocritics? Gynocritics किसने coin किया था? It is Ellen Walter. It is Ellen Walter who has coined the term gynocritics. So B is the right answer here. Charles Bronte's Jane Eyre has been revisioned in White Sargasso after leaving Mrs. Mackenzie, Black Spring, Changing Heaven. So Charles Bronte's Jane Eyre actually is a revision of Jim Reich, White Sargasso. So A is the right answer. Who won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2022? Who won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2022? Annie Ernaux, Abdul Razak Gurnah, Olga Tokarczuk, or Haruki Murakami? So it is actually Annie Ernaux. Annie Ernaux got the Nobel Prize in 2022. So A is the right answer. Okay. That is question 39. The distinction between metaphoric and metonymic rules of language was most vociferously argued by Boris Essenbaum, Jacobson, Victor Saleh. किसने दिया था? Metaphoric and metonymic rules. The distinctions between metaphoric and metonymic rules of language is most argued by Boris Essenbaum, Todorov, Roman Jacobson, Victor Saleh. What would be the right answer here? So it is metaphoric and metonymic. This is was given by Roman Jacobson. ने दिया था. Roman Jacobson. So yeah, formalism. Okay, moving on to question 40 here. What is the title of the novel for which Shehan Karunatilaka won 2022 Booker Prize? What is the title of the novel for which Shehan Karunatilaka won 2022 Booker Prize? The Seven Moons of Mali, Almeida, the English Nobel of the Year, the Sri Lankan Literary Excellence, none of the above. What would be the answer? For which novel? Okay, for which novel Shehan Karunatilaka won the 2022 Booker Prize? It is actually the Seven Moons of Mali, Almeida. Seven Moons of Mali, Almeida is the answer. Moving on to question number 41. Beauty is truth and truth is beauty. What figure of speech is used here? Chiasmus, Dogma, apostrophe, analogy. Beauty is truth, truth, beauty. What figure of speech is used here? It is actually chiasmus. So A is the answer. Chiasmus is the right answer here. And you see, chiasmus is a figure of speech in which words and grammatical constructions or concepts are repeated in reverse order. In the same or modified form. Inversion of words or phrase when a repeated or subsequently referred in a sentence is known as chiasmus. Inversion of the order of words or phrase when a repeated or subsequently referred in a sentence is known as chiasmus. Regia Empress Bindi is written by Sarojini Naidu, Michael Madhusudan, Tarudat Sri Aravind. Regia Empress of India written by whom? It is by Michael Madhusudan. Michael Madhusudan has written Regia Empress of India. B is the answer here. The Cure at Troy. The Cure at, this is an important question. The Cure at Troy by Seamus Heaney is based on which play by Sophocles? The Cure at Troy by Seamus Heaney is based on which play by Sophocles? Oedipus Rex, Philoctetes, Electra, Oedipus at Colonus. The Cure at Troy by Seamus Heaney is actually based on which play of Sophocles? It is the Philoctetes. Okay, B is the right answer. And moving on to question 44, the Haitian writer and playwright Felix Morcier translated and adapted Antigone into Haitian Creole under which title? So actually, the Haitian writer and playwright Felix Morcier translated and adapted Antigone into Haitian Creole under which title? Now, Antigone. It is actually Antigone. Okay. Antigone has been adapted into Antigone by the Felix Morcier Leroy. Okay. Now wait, here is the explanation. You see, the Haitian writer and playwright Felix Morcier Leroy translated and adapted Antigone into Haitian Creole under the title Antigone 1953. What is Creole Renaissance? The Creole Renaissance is a movement which established Creole as a legitimate literary language, started in large part by authors like Felix Morcier Leroy, who struggled successfully to make Haitian Creole the literary, educational, and official language of Haiti. The Flight by a 1943 play by Jean Paul Sartre modernized which Greek myth by introducing the theme of existentialism. The Flight is actually a work. This is a magnum opus work by Jean Paul Sartre. That is, you have The Flight 1943 play modernized which Greek myth by introducing the theme of existentialism. Oedipus myth, Electra myth, Antigone myth, none other. It is the Antigone myth. Sorry, it is the Electra myth. It is the Electra myth. So John Paul Sartre actually has modified Electra myth in his play, his 1943 play, The Flight. And here, The Flight is a play by John Paul Sartre, produced in 1943. It is an adaptation of the Electra myth, previously used by Greek playwright Sophocles, Aeschylus, and Euripides. Okay. Now, 46. Who said? किसने बोला था? No man should bring children into the world, and who is unwilling to preserve the end in their nature and education? किसने बोला था? No man should bring children into the world who is unwilling to preserve the end in their nature and education. Plato, Aristotle, Ptolemy, none of them. किसने बोला था? It is Plato. Plato said this. Plato ने बोला था, no man should bring children into the world who is unwilling to preserve the end in their nature and education. Among the following ancient critics, okay, who is related to virtue criticism? Virtue criticism क्या है? Now, Aristotle, Longinus, Plato, both A and C. Aristotle and Plato, so both D and both A and C, they are related to virtue criticism. Aristotle and Plato. Okay, so D is the right answer here. And virtue ethics are normative ethics theories which emphasize the virtues of mind, character, and sense of honesty. Virtue ethicists discuss the nature and definition of virtues, and the other related focus on the concept of action. These include how virtues are acquired and how they are applied in a very real life context, and whether they are rooted in universal human nature. Whatever the virtue is. So here you see Aristotle and Plato. O Portia, take my heart, it is thy due. I think I will not quarrel with beyond with the bond. O Portia, take my heart, it is thy due. I think I will not quarrel with the bond. These are the concluding lines of which poem? Sonnets written at the Lyceum Theatre, Portia, acquainted with the night, remember those winter Sundays. O Portia, take my heart, it is thy due. I think I will not quarrel with the bond. So this is a poem actually written by Oscar Wilde, and the name of the poem is Sonnets written at the Lyceum Theatre, Portia by Oscar Wilde. Okay? By Oscar Wilde. So A is the answer here. To whom did Raja Ram Mohan Rai write in 1823 his letter seeking the introduction of English education in India? To whom did Raja Ram Mohan Rai write in 1823 his letter seeking the introduction of English education in India? Lord Armstead, Lord Bentinck, Lord Cunningham, Lord Hastings. किसको भेजा था? It is Lord Armstead. Raja Ram Mohan Rai had sent actually related to Lord Armstead, okay, and he was wanting the introductions, okay, of English education in India. Lord Armstead is the answer here. And to end up the session, here is question number 50 here. A poet laureate said, I do not think that since Shakespeare there has been such a master of the English language as I. Who is the poet here? I don't think that since Shakespeare there has been such a master of the English language as I. Who is the poet? Stephen Spender, John Dryden, Alfred Lord Tennyson, and Ted Hughes. So he's boasting actually. I don't think that since Shakespeare there has been such a master of the English language as I. So here the right answer is actually Alfred Lord Tennyson. Alfred Lord Tennyson has said is that I don't think that since Shakespeare there has been a master of English language. Thank you once more for watching the video. Stay tuned and join the Telegram channel, that is Santu Shahu UGC Net. Okay.